Hey guys, it's Joe from Eden's Harvest, and hey, you're probably wondering what I'm doing with this bucket and this weird looking pipe thing. So stay tuned and we'll show you real quickly what we got going on today. Alright, so some of you probably know the pains of eggs and the fact that you have to wash them all the time. It doesn't matter how much bedding you put in their nesting boxes. It doesn't matter what you do. You're eventually going to get a cracked egg with yolk all over all the other ones, or some manure on them, or whatever. And then you're standing at the sink, just for us, because there's so many. You might see Obi here in a second. He's bouncing around on the table. For us, that's a lot of eggs to wash every day by hand. So for us, we've got so many eggs to wash every day. To stand at the sink and wash every little egg, it takes, I mean, we had an order for our local bakery. It's about 130 eggs, and I think it took me 2 hours to wash all the eggs. So we started looking, commercial egg washers, and honestly, there wasn't anything that I was like, we could build that, we could build this. Started scouring YouTube a little bit, and we came up with this DIY bucket egg washer. So that's what this bucket is. You just take a regular 5-gallon bucket, and you build this contraption here. So I'll kind of walk you through it here in just a minute and give you a better idea of how this goes. Basically what you're going to need is you're going to need about a 5-foot section of 2-inch pipe. You're going to need a few odds and end fittings, as you can see, some elbows, some T's. So probably the way I did mine was I did 3 T's and 4 elbows, all out of 2-inch pipe. You're going to cut these long pieces to 5.5 inches. And these short ones to 2.5 inches. And you'll see you need 4 of the small ones, or 6 of the small ones, I apologize, and then 2 of the big ones. And then you just need a long extension pipe, and then you got to be able to adapt this. So what this right here is, because I didn't explain this part, you're going to put water in the bucket, put your basket in, and then you're going to hook an air compressor to then bubble the water a lot. Yeah, bubble the water. And the idea behind that is that it's moving the eggs around and it's causing all the dirt to fall to the bottom. Sort of like if you've ever watched Gold Rush, the TV show, how a sluice box works in a way. So you put your long extension pipe to come out of the water. You're only going to put enough water in the bucket to be able to cover the egg, just barely cover the eggs. I had to because my local farm store didn't have a bushing, a screw-in bushing to accept the air compressor piece. It didn't have that. So I had to kind of adapt. So I went from a 2-inch down to 1.5 inches to an adapter to that. You'll just have to figure out what works best for you. And then what you're gonna do, I haven't done it yet, is you're gonna drill a bunch of holes in this pipe after you've glued it all together. I'm gonna go outside and do all the gluing of this pipe and probably do the drilling so I don't make a mess in the house. And then I'll show you what the end product looks like. Alright guys, so we got all of our pipe glued together. Like I said, we wanted to do that outside to keep the smell down in the home. I went ahead and drilled all my holes as well. So, as you can see, everything's glued together. I like to make these marks on my pipe across from the joints, just so it keeps it all straight and will keep it the right angles that it needs to be, because as you can see, the one pipe is angled back just a little bit, so it's not taking up room for the basket. So, I set mine to where it fits very snug, just so it's taking care of everything that needs to be done. I'm going to see how it goes. I have not glued any of these parts. That way I can take them apart and adjust them if I need to. They fit pretty tight, so I think it'll be okay. I've also not put any Teflon tape on there. I can always go back and add that if I think I need it. So, got all my holes drilled. I'm going to pull it in tight to the camera. As you can see, I just kind of evenly spaced all my holes to where there was plenty of air can come through. So we let it all dry, then we drilled our holes, just taking a 3/16 inch drill bit, drilling the holes, and so you'll stick that in there, make sure it's good and snug down in the bottom, and then we're going to fill it up with some water where it needs to be. We got some of these small egg baskets. I think you could probably put a medium in it. But the large, I know. Large is what we use to actually gather our eggs. They're actually some antique ones that we picked up from my wife's family's, from her grandparents. They have big time egg producers a long time ago. So they had a pretty good excess of old wire baskets, and we picked all those up from them. But they will not fit in the 5-gallon bucket. So I picked these up at the farm store this morning. It's a smaller basket, holds about 30, 36 eggs, something like that's what the tag says. And what we'll do is we'll put the water in, and then you're just gonna set the basket down in there. You're gonna let it set and bubble for 5 minutes or so to whatever it needs to be done. Pull it back out, and you should have clean eggs. So I'll get some video here in a little while of showing how it works. We'll get some eggs, we'll put some water in it, get a compressor hooked up to it, and we'll video how it works and kind of give you a take of what we think. So stay tuned and we'll show you here quickly. All right, so we got our bubbler going. We had to come down here to the shop to be able to show you. I don't have a little compressor that's working right now, so I had to put my big one in the garage. We're gonna let it run for a little bit. As you can see, the water is agitating really well. We're gonna let it run for a little bit, and then we'll pull them out and show you what the end product looks like. All right, so I'm gonna turn the compressor on. They've run for a few minutes, and I think they're pretty clean, actually. We'll pull them up out of it. Yeah, they look really clean other than some grass on them. There's one real dirty one, but I bet you that'll come off. Also don't think I had enough water in it, to be honest with you. I think it probably could have used another pitcher of water, but I didn't have any down here, and we just didn't know yet how much we needed. So we'll give it another shot here tomorrow or this afternoon and see how it does. And hey, if you got any questions, comment below in the Aobi. Shh. If you got any questions below on how we did this, comment below. We'd love to give you answers and tips on this. I'm gonna call it an egg bubbler. I think that's a little bit cooler name than an egg washer. So we'll call it an egg bubbler. But anyways, comment, like, subscribe to the channel. As we continue to get closer to spring, we'll have a lot more videos like this, instructional stuff, telling you exactly how to build these things and how to make your farm or just your little hobby in the backyard easier for you. So hey, y'all have a good day. Stay safe in the current time that this is, and we'll see you soon.